You.
Hey, so this is being recorded for YouTube at the moment, so we're gonna try to keep it PG-13.
Hmm.
Anyhow, do forgive a rather hefty bit of aggravation because of my connection being a little bit hinky. You know, it was saying after I rebooted the modem the last time, 9 down and 12 up, which would have been a miracle connection for streaming, but then it just started dying within 5 minutes of me going online. Oh crap. Crap!
I need mana.
That was an oh dear moment. Why, yes, I can choose not to swear if I want to. It happens rarely. Hi, YouTube! You know, the Dungeons and Dragons sensibilities in me feel weird at undead not being frost resistant.
That is a weird one. Normally it's less frost resistant and more fire vulnerable.
Right.
And especially radiant vulnerable.
But there really isn't a thing about radiant damage in Diablo. I think maybe in
Yeah.
Diablo 3 and 4?
It's been a while since I played Diablo 3. There could be, for all I know. And there probably is.
And I've played Diablo 4 all of like 30 minutes total, despite owning it. Problem with our connection is with mobile internet, it's all dependent on what tower you're on. And we have two different towers nearer to where we live, and one is great for up pipe and one is great for down pipe. And it likes to change on the fly. And sometimes it just likes to misbehave in general.
Sounds about right.
Oh, crud sticks. A jawbone cap that's unidentified. Oh, it's going to be worth a good bit. Why, yes, I'm trolling the entire area for loot and XP. Because, XP means levels mean HP and skills.
Dude, I was about to say, like, I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do in most of these games?
Some people like to speed run, get through a dungeon faster. Speedrun strats for games, the very idea of running from monsters and not fighting them is like makes no sense to me.
Well, then there's a couple of games recently that you might not fully agree with you. But to
Because
be fair, go ahead.
running away from monsters means running away from experience, running away from loot pinatas.
Well, the games I'm referencing are well, for the most part, is the Helldivers, a game that a bunch of people have been playing quite a bit of recently.
I haven't had the opportunity.
Not enough mana.
It is a third-person shooter, similar to
Not
EDF,
enough mana.
but instead of your goal being to eradicate the things, your goal is to do certain missions.
Which usually boils down to survive, I do believe.
Among other things. Usually, a bunch of the side objectives are blow up the enemy bases, which does not include destroying every single, let's say, for example, every single automaton inside. It involves destroying the base and running the fuck away as the automatons fly out and start flooding you. Excuse me. All I can say is, let's just say that there's a reason why I don't play that game alone.
Aren't there like specialized classes and like loadouts and such in that game?
Classes? No, not at all. Loadouts? Kinda. Technically speaking, you can beat a mission on just about any sort of loadout. However, some people just have things that they prefer. I'm a weirdo who actually enjoys some of the weirder weapons. For example, one of my favorite weapons is a shotgun that you have to manually reload each bullet into. The reason why I do enjoy it so much is because it doesn't have clips.
Well, your standard shotgun in real life, you know, speaking as somebody who was in the service and has worked with firearms, and this is probably going to be demonetized now, thank you. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. Is your standard pump action versus a semi-automatic was one that you loaded into the, you know, was one that you loaded into the, well, you know, one by one. So that's normal.
Also, to be fair, you can always just go back through and edit out certain parts.
I could. But that's perfect, you know, but that's, you know, that's normal for that.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, I'm finding that I got more people watching the VOD of my last stream than I did actually watching the stream.
That happens.
So I'm going to limit myself to 2 hours, I think. That's the way to the Darkwood. Wait, I got the Darkwood already, don't I? No, I don't. Don't I have the Darkwood? Oh, it's the Darkwood is where I'm going. Oh, I found the tome in the Darkwood. So I've been to the Darkwood. I didn't...
You didn't finish it?
I'm brain farting really badly. Because I basically passed out not long after stream last night and got up just in time to run the tabletop campaign, or session 0 last night.
I need mana.
Okay. I don't remember much about Diablo 4 other than it having a skill tree that reminded me almost of Path of Exile, only a little bit crap. And it being one you had to pay a lot more attention to than Path of Exile. It's been a long, long time.
Recently, for well, quote unquote recently, it's been a few months at this point. Grim Dawn was the thing that people were playing regarding this. No, most people are just waiting for the next expansion.
And apparently there's been a lot of talk from Blizzard people that, or not Blizzard people, but Blizzard YouTubers, that they've done a lot of fixes to Diablo 4 itemization and otherwise. That it's not as bad as people were supposedly saying. Again, not having played it myself, all I know is the hearsay that people were saying. And it was always one I wanted to try out for myself and get to the point where people, because I've always been the...
Where people were talking about and all that, I'm guessing, yeah?
Right. Because I've always been the try things out for myself and see what everybody was complaining about sort of person.
Yeah. I mean, similar has been talked about Dragon's Dogma. Well, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Well, the big complaint people were always saying about Dragon's Dogma 2 that I heard, again, hearsay for, and, take anything I say with a grain of salt, because I played maybe 30 minutes of Dragon's Dogma 1 and, thought it was okay-ish, nothing to write home about, but again, not my cup of tea. And what I heard of Dragon's Dogma 2 was that there was way too much monetization done. That you had to buy an item just to be able to, had to pay a cash shop item just to be able to use fast travel. And that yes, you could do the same item with gold, but it was almost as much money as buying a house. And that offended a lot of people.
I'll just admittedly sit here and shrug.
I don't know how fast you gain money in the game, but I don't know what the difference is. So again, I don't have a frame of reference to know how true those complaints are. However, having played as many grindy MMOs, I won't say Korean because, let's be honest, American MMOs can be just as grindy. And if not worse. Looking at you...
Any MMO, really.
Right. Hold still, Shammy. I mean, look at the state of frickin' Blizzard these days with having the cash shop that WoW does, as well as having a sub. And rather than fixing a lot of the problems that Classic or even even the main game has, and also having, rather than fixing a lot of the problems with bots they do, instead adding extra stuff to the cash shop or saying, hey, we're going to put a 6-month, we're going to put a bonus mount on here for the 6-month sub for World of Warcraft. Or you'll see GMs, rather than banning bots, ban somebody who dispels buffs off of a streamer on a PvP server in World of Warcraft on a classic, when that's perfectly legal, because the GM terms it harassment. That was a big to-do about a year or two ago, because the GM used their GM powers to ban a player for harassment because they dispelled, or because they banned a player who dispelled the world buffs, which it took the, or off of a stream. Remind you, world buffs were a major meta thing at the time, in Classic, because normally you could only get 1 or 2. But because of the way Classic was set up, they had an item called the Displacer, which allowed you to get all of the buffs and set them up to where you could get them and go do the raids with all of the buffs and trivialize raids. So it became part of the meta in Classic to make sure you had all of the buffs and do all this prep to have them before doing the raids in Classic. Well,
I can't carry anymore.
there's this one streamer, or Asmongold, who was extremely popular and played on a PvP server. I know, why raid on a PvP server? Well, he did. I don't get it, but still.
All I can say is, why not? People do what they do.
And I follow Asmongold, even though, guy I follow him for his content a bit, even though the guy is an acquired taste, let's be entirely honest.
Put it lightly for some people.
Say again, putting it lightly, you said?
Yep.
But he is very informative, if biased. I will cop to that. That being said, say again?
I said, oh yeah.
That having been said, the GM, who was a fan of Asmongold, banned this guy, which was a clear abuse of his GM authority. Oh, he did get dinged for it, mind you.
I would hope so.
But the big outcry at the time is, why aren't, what about all the bots? Why aren't you dinging the bots? Or why aren't you getting rid of the bots?
Typically with the bots, you try to do a fast wave of the wave of deletions at a time.
Well, to be fair, in a lot of cases with World of Warcraft, I won't say much about Blizzard and how they tend to look the other way with bots, simply because let's be entirely honest. With how much the population of that game has declined in recent years, every bot that plays that game is a that's in that game is a $15 sub. Or if not a $15 sub, time bought at a PC bang. So still money going to Blizzard.
Mm-hmm. It makes it interesting when you find games that more or less do well would basically hurt their own profit margins.
Well, there's also the fact that Blizzard, with the advent of the WoW token,
I need a key.
where you can pay $20 for a token. Oh crap. And you can go ahead, turn around and sell that on the market in game. Have all but basically gotten into the gold market themselves. But in that particular way, it's not actually selling gold. Oh shit.
Not enough mana.
I hit the F2. I got onto my.
Not enough mana.
That's bad. That's bad. Bad. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad.
I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana.
That very nearly sucked. Oh, stuff. I had a heart attack in that one. Oh my god. Went through almost all of my potions, and I managed to not die. Oh god. Okay. And we've got the map here, or the waypoint. We didn't actually have it at first.
This ancient tree has an aura of magic about it.
So now we can go free Deckard Cain.
Ah, very good.
Faster castrate might be good.
The Order welcomes you.
Oh yes! The charm of flight doesn't mean anything to me since I'm not really meleeing except with my stick, and only then if I'm in deep dookie. Actually putting a shield on with the orb might not be a bad idea. Klaatu Barata New. Oh wait. I need to go bring back what's her face.
Yes?
Right.
What you need?
And you get docked a day's pay for napping on the job.
Tristram was no match for Diablo's fury. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Let's get some healing on. You go free, my friend.
Deckard Cain, get to the rogue camp.
There's a shaman somewhere. I don't see him, though. There you are. There you were.
I need mana.
If I remember right, the talent tree or whatever it was for necromancers in Diablo 4 was weird. Again, I don't remember it.
Not enough mana.
Not mostly just here. Well, just what I've heard from friends is that many of the talent trees are weird in Diablo 4.
What I remember hearing was that you basically had all your powers by 90 something, but the last 10 levels you just felt like you were steadily getting weaker. Of course, then again, this was like within the first month of play that I heard this.
Yeah. Who knows what it's like now.
Right. As I've said, I've been told that within the last month or two they've had some radical changes to the game. So I'm actually kind of considering, once I've finished Diablo 2 before moving on to WoW, which I do plan to do. Because
Give Diablo 4 a chance?
yes.
Okay.
As a token of my gratitude, regrettably, stay a while and listen.
You know, I used to have a friend
You have risked your...
who could do a perfect Deckard Cain impression. Why did you give me a stamina potion, lady?
When I fled the monastery...
I know if I get the Horadric Malice for her that she can automatically upgrade something to yellow tier.
Do you have an item or whatever that would be worth that right now?
Not really, no. But we're going for the Countess of Blood now.
Good luck.
Well, yes, I'm just a little OCD about completing map coverage to get every single monster on a field. Heard you shooting at something over here. That is a unique dagger. That is an amazing dagger. It's a shame I'll never use it. I'll put it in shared storage, I suppose.
Yeah, you can toss it for your next run.
I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Be great for literally any sort of melee user that wasn't that didn't use specialized weapons like a frickin'
Paladin?
right. Paladin would be great with it. Barbarian would be great with it. You know, a barbarian using a dagger. Whoa, topaz.
Not enough mana.
We don't actually have something to get at 12. Unless I'd want to get frozen armor and shiver armor. But I don't really need to. Hell, what I might do is if I'm going to do this classic 100 spread, I'm going to be getting Ice Bolt, Ice Blast, Glacial Spike, and Blizzard. I might put my remaining 100 points in Warmth.
Okay.
Just so I have all the extra regen.
I need a key.
The recommended builds always tell you to skimp and never buy any energy.
Which is
You know,
weird.
because you will get energy enough in your level ups. Even for like builds for classes that get crap for their setup, like for their stat to energy ratio or mana ratio, like warriors or barbarians rather. Nothing here to steal.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Okay, so we got the shaman in the house. That's good. They had a stamina potion under a rock. So that would be the equivalent of hiding a can of monster under a rock out in the middle of the boonies. Why?
I'm
Better
going
yet,
to keep my thought to myself for that one.
no, go ahead. This I gotta hear.
No, not for YouTube.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, skull. Also, whoa, we've got our teleport point.
What?
Now there is arguably it's digitized, so despite being an M-rated game, it's not realistic enough that YouTube would have a problem with it. Oh, fulminating. We're looking for a forgotten tower. That is just a little creepy.
Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
Let's see if we can make space for that spear. Alrighty.
I am overburdened.
And now I do have to bail.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Blood branch. That would be a remarkable spear if I use spears. Oh, we could keep it for a Pokazon. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. Or a Stabazon, as it were. Let's actually go talk to Akara to get topped off while we're at it.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah.
I am going to put your name in the upload, as in with FanneTheWolfman.
That's fine.
I mean, it's not like I'm monetized yet, and I doubt I ever will be because I'm too small to matter.
Mhm. Well, never know. You'll probably grow pretty quickly at some point.
True. Being on YouTube again, that's true. Ooh, a ring. It's a melee. It's a combat ring, though. I'm a spell user.
Oh no, they didn't toss it in the chest.
Not enough mana.
One of the worst mobs I ever found in this game was a group of carvers where they had a boss, where the shaman were minions to a boss that could raise the shaman. That sucked. And the synergies are going to keep even the low-level spell viable for higher up.
Which is always nice.
Because the bulk of the Diablo 2 I used to play was pre-Lord of Destruction. Before the expansion, back before Assassin and Druid were a thing. Before they had the skill synergies. Before your minions could level up and have equipment. Back when they were charitably put there to basically take a couple hits for you and die. Charms weren't a thing. You had gems, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can go check the bottom tier now. How is our supply of town portals? Could be better. We're out of identify scrolls, but it's my fault for being or wanting to know what an item is before I go to town. That's on me.
Hmm. Hmm.
I need mana.
Let's check the jawbone cap. Mace Mastery and Axe Mastery, those are tier 6 abilities? Or level 6 abilities, so they might sell for something?
Potentially.
Oh, crap.
Not enough mana.
Ah, dear.
Not enough mana.
Well, I accidentally
Good to
popped the
see
pot.
you.
I do that a lot in various games at this point.
What can I do for you?
Good day.
You can see why we got the larger belt. More spots for pots. There we go. Okay. We're an hour down. Oh, I missed the whole wing of this. I can see that now. I thought that was a corner. It looks like it's a tunnel. Whoopsie doodle. Or maybe it was just a corner. Hey, more identify scrolls. Yay. These guys really get my goat.
Not enough mana.
Okay, that's the way to the next level, the Tomoe Highlands. And here is the Forgotten Land. We get to meet the Countess of Blood in here.
This place holds many secrets.
This is where bad juju happens. Did I get him? So I can tell you, I'm already not liking this place much. Okay, we got a full loadout. Time to go down to cellar 1. Or cellar 2, rather. And we are full up. Time to get Z out. And
Stay a while and listen.
Good day.
actually, good things I've got, but I'm keeping all of that, so plus to life would be a good thing to have. But apparently the meta for speedruns and for endgame is using really complex rune words that I know jack diddly about. I mean, I understand gems. I don't know a thing about rune words. How much of me knowing gems has to do with playing Diablo 3 8 hours a day for well over a month? and having Covetous Shen maxed out.
I need mana. I need mana.
We've got a named cap again. Infernal Cranium. It's the same cap I've already got. You know, the odds of getting even one set item in a run are so low as to be silly. Getting the same set item twice? You know what the odds of that are, Fan?
No.
Stupidly low.
Huh.
As in, this is the unicorn run. Okay, we are in the final floor of the Forgotten Tower. Oh, crud biscuits. Alrighty. Actually going to be taking out the Countess of Blood. I'm going to use my Ice Blast, which is rather more powerful.
Makes sense.
I can't carry anymore.
Ral and F. I think those were the runes that he was saying to pick up to do a particular rune word for something. Trying to remember. I'm going to do some Googling real quick. Oh, it's Tal and F that he was thinking about, I think. That was Tal and F, not Ral and F. How do you get a Ral rune? Well, again, to the Google Copter. Okay. Those runes specifically don't do, or together don't do anything, but the rune previous to that, the Tal rune the Tal rune and F together would make a stealthy body armor that would give a plus 15% mana regen to me.
Well done, my friend. Greetings.
Good day. Yes?
Here we're gonna stow the gems and the runes. Oh, that's my first amethyst. No kidding. Get back to the Black Marsh. Well, it'd help if we went back to the Ice Bolt and didn't burn our mana out. Ah, scimitar. I'm always going to remember that word because I remember I had a teacher in 8th grade who marked me off on spelling on a paper I handed in for English on the word scimitar.
Huh.
And he said, well, it's misspelled, isn't it? I said, no. And he said, it looks misspelled. I'm like, no, that's how that word is spelled. And he said, prove it. So I pulled out a dictionary. That's when I found out that teacher went by how he thought words should be spelled and not how they actually were in a dictionary.
And that's not how English teachers are supposed to work.
Well, this teacher also kind of had it in for me, but that's a different story that doesn't need to be on YouTube.
Not enough mana.
Come on. I got that healing potion in the nick of time. Okay, I've got about 30 minutes left in the time I have allotted for streaming today, because I'm only going to do 2 hours, because 2 hours of stream is going to be about 4 hours of video with the quality that I've got set.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to head off for now.
Okay, take care, man.
Yep, you too.
Rightio. And everybody, that was my good friend FanneTheWolfman. You know, always a friend of whatever channel I'm streaming on.
I need mana.
Whether I'm streaming or just making a VOD. It's only Hawk Helm, not going to be worth much.
Not enough mana.
Let's check the Wolf Head. Arctic Blast. Okay, that one will sell.
enough mana.
Alrighty. Doing good, doing... Oh, dear. Let's see. We're not going to do the pit. We're actually going to bypass the pit because we want to get to the outer cloister point. If we get to the outer cloister point and save there, or mark there, we will come back and do the pit if we have the time.
I need mana. I need mana.
Okay.
I am overburdened.
Hello.
Good day.
This would be great for a druid. Arctic Blast, especially if you had mana focused. Cool song. Lightning damage, lightning resist. That would be very good. Scimitar of Shock. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go do some gambling to see if I can get some better boots and gloves.
Deal, my friend.
Already better. Enhanced defense. Already better.
enough mana. I need mana.
Toss the bolts.
Ah, the monastery. On Dariel's stronghold.
I don't have a way in yet. We will get one. Check that wolf head. Only socketed. Okay, we'll come back for the pit. Toss off the arrows again.
Not enough mana. I need mana. Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana.
Death Clan. That's not
I need
cool.
mana.
I need health. Jeez. Not that way. That is dark. Let us find the actual resting point here, because we are getting close to bingo time. Bingo as in a military term for out of time, or out of. As in airplane speak for bingo, or bingo fuel meaning out of fuel.
I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
I'm supposed to have a place in the outer cloister to do it. W the crap, guys. Unless I'm missing something. I could be missing something. I am a forgetful cuss. There we go.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
All right. We're going to go ahead and call it here. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This has been Harmony Muse. Subscribe if you'd like to support the channel. I'd like to thank everybody who's decided to join me here on YouTube. Have a wonderful evening. And by all means, have a good day.